Hello there, and welcome to another Uchu Sentai Kyuranger video review. In this video, I am going to be looking over two more Voyagers, these being the Ryu Voyager and the Koguma and Ooguma Voyager. Now, I'm going to point out that you can actually get these two along with the Suzori Voyager, which is this Voyager right here, in a set together, but in this case I've gotten them as separate sets, but it's entirely optional as to what way you want to do it. I'm not quite sure if getting them all together is a cheaper option, but I prefer to get them all separately, although I was intending to get the Suzori Voyager a lot earlier, but there were quite a number of different issues when it came to purchasing the Voyagers online, which resulted in them coming in a completely different order than I originally intended. But anyway, I'm going to be looking over, well, both of these, but individually. Alright, here we have the Ryu Voyager, and it is quite a long one. I'm not even sure I can get the whole thing into the shot. So, you can see that it is mostly purple. This is, of course, the Purple Ranger's Zord, or mech, whatever you want to call it. This series has not been adapted yet as of the time of the recording, but if you're watching this video in the future after it has been adapted, then you know what the name of the series is, but at the time that this video is recorded, no such series has been made yet. And it's got these wheels on the bottom, so you could just roll it around. Here's what the wheels look like over at the other end. And the mask right here, it does open up. It has a jaw that opens, which is pretty cool. And the mask is actually removable, and you'll see that in a moment. And here, the tail, it moves up and down, and the head, it also moves up and down. And right down here, we have the Ryu Kyutama, and you can see the dragon, and there's the number 10 right there. And something that caught my eye is that on the bottom, it is purple, which is unusual because the bottom of the Kyutamas are usually gray, like, well, with all of them, at least all the ones I've gotten up to this point, anyway. So, Ryu Voyager is also able to combine with two other Voyagers to make RyuTeiOh, and I'll show that off in a moment. But now let's take a look at the Koguma Voyager. So next we have the Koguma Voyager and Ooguma Voyager. I think that that is what they are called, basically two separate mechs. And it's basically a big bear and a little bear. And it also has wheels, which do work well, even on carpet surfaces. I really like that. And this thing can actually come off and roll around. Let me see if I can do it better. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. It's really hard for me to see the camera the way I am positioned right now to see. So it's really hard to know if I did it right, or did it well anyway. And this can also attach onto the outer part of the big one, just like this. And this is for when it is in leg mode. The Koguma Voyager is in leg mode. You need to take this out and put it on the side because, well, this way you can't put it back in, so you have to put it on the side, and I'll show much more about that in a moment. So I really like the look of this one, and how it is in a lighter blue color, a much lighter blue than the Okami Voyager. And here is the Kyutama. I'm also looking at the bottom to be sure that it is gray, and it is, you know, what you usually expect the color of the Kyutama on the bottom to be. And here we can see the bear. Bear. And it also has the number 11 right here. So, that's pretty nice. Alright, so now that I have shown off each of these individually, I am now going to go and do the combined form. So to do the combined form, I really cannot believe that I can never get them to stay within the same shot during this recording, but to do the combined form, what we are going to do is take the this head off, and now you can see what the dragon head looks like without the mask on. Kind of looks a bit devious, like it's about to do something real sneaky. But anyway, you take that off, you turn these to the side, and then you turn these down. There we go. Let me see if I can get it a bit better in the shot. You turn this around to reveal the head, and then you put the mask on like that. And then you take the Kyutama and put it in the center. There you go. Now to turn that wasn't supposed to happen. You turn these down to create shoulders. And now we can put other Voyagers on to form the arms. So here is the Koguma Voyager in arm mode. Just put it on like that. And here we have the Sasori Voyager. And, you know, if you've seen the previous Voyager review video, you know how this works. And there you have it. That is the combined form of RyuTeiOh. Now this is just one formation of RyuTeiOh, and it is the first formation that you get, as well as the formation that is shown in the RyuTeiOh set. It's quite interesting that they actually came out with a specific way to form RyuTeiOh, even though you have hundreds of different options on doing this. Well, not hundreds anyway. I've heard that with RyuTeiOh there's only like 72 possible combinations, since the combinations just involve around combining it with two other Voyagers to create the arms, because it's already got its own legs, for starters. And he said in the show, it's not just a dragon, but a dragon with style. So that's a pretty interesting line. Now I've brought in Kyuranger because there is another combination that can be made between these two. Now, of course, RyuTeiOh can use any sort of Voyager that can become an arm or a leg, although in this case, an arm. And what I'm going to do is swap these out. And there you go. Of course, you already know that the Sasori Voyager can combine with Kyuranger to form an arm. However, it can do more than just that. Well, it also can combine as a leg, but you already knew that too. But anyway, the next thing that I'm going to do is to show RyuTeiOh. And to do that, gotta make sure that you can actually see in the shot, because sometimes I may do things off the screen and don't realize it. You take the helmet off, right there, and you turn this head back, and you fold these downwards, and fold these upwards. Can you see it? It's really hard for me to see on the camera. Then you attach the back. Right, come on. Come on! Okay, having a bit of trouble doing that. And then you put the head on. Oh, come on. Like that. And there you have it. That is RyuTeiOh Kyuranger. I'll move the camera around so you can get better looks at it. Now, of course, while the main formation of RyuTeiOh is using the Sasori and Koguma Voyagers as the arms, I personally like having the Tendon and Hibachikai Voyager as the arms a lot more, because I think that really fits in with the color scheme of RyuTeiOh being purple mostly, and having silver and gold accents. So just bringing in a lot more of the silver and gold in there. And this is an actual combination that was used in the show. And I thought that that looked pretty impressive. It was really fitting for the colors to match like that. And you can also form RyuTeiOh Kyuranger with any sort of different Voyagers. But I think that there are over 60,000 combinations. Not just over 9,000, but over 60,000 as well. Possible combinations for RyuTeiOh Kyuranger. And while I do plan on trying to create every possible formation of Kyuranger, that is only using each Voyager once per combination, I don't think that I should try to do all of the possible RyuTeiOh Kyuranger combinations, because that would take quite a long time. And to finish off this video, I have brought Kyuranger in once again, and I have done a formation where the Koguma Voyager forms a leg, since the RyuTeiOh combination doesn't... Well, it has legs, but they're not made up of other Voyagers. They're already part of RyuTeiOh. So, to show off that the Koguma Voyager can become a leg, here you go. And as I said before, the little bear does attach to the side. Now, you do need to fold these forwards. This is how you can do it. Just fold them forwards like that, in order to get it to be properly set in a leg mode. And yeah, it's pretty cool how both of the blue Voyagers are the legs now. So that there is my video review on the Ryu Voyager and the Koguma Voyager. So I hope that you enjoyed that, and if you haven't checked out the previous Kyuranger Voyager review video where I look over the original 9 Voyagers of the series, be sure to check that out. Although as of the time of the recording of this video, or at least during the recording of this video, the previous Voyager video has not even been uploaded yet. It is currently right now in saving process after I have done some editing, but if you are watching this video, that video should already be out, because as soon as that video does get finished, then I will upload that and then start editing this one. So it should be out by the time you are watching this. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.